recommend to all, talking about that very thing, acknowledging that the Constitution doesn't require it, but our respect for the separation of powers really ought to lead to us sticking to the number 9. Don't pack the court. In recent days, I've seen some in the media and some in this body try to redefine what it means to pack the court. Some have suggested, well, court packing takes various forms, and it can mean confirming a lot of people all at once. Some have defined it so as to suggest that it consists of doing that which the Trump administration and the Republican Senate have been doing over the last 3.5 years, which is filling vacancies as they have arisen, and doing so with textualist, originalist judges. This may not be something that some like, but this is not court packing. Court packing is itself manipulative. It's something that has great danger to do immense political and constitutional harm to our system of government, in part because it would set up a one-way ratchet. Once you create a position and confirm someone to that position, absent death, retirement, or impeachment and removal, that position remains in place. So, if, for example, a future Congress and White House were to decide to get together and to pack the court and increase the number, say, to 11, and let's say it's Democrats who do that, and we've got Joe Biden now as a presidential candidate who's refusing to say whether he would do it. There's a reason he's not saying whether he would do it. There's only one reason why you refuse to answer that question. It's you're wanting to be able to do it, but you don't want to take the heat for the fact that you're thinking about doing it right now. So if they do that, where does it lead? Well, it inevitably leads to the point where the next time Republicans have control of both houses of Congress and the White House, they'd increase it as well. You'd end up increasing it incrementally. Before long, it looks like the Senate in Star Wars, where you've got hundreds of people on there. I don't know what the total number would be, but you increase it at all, you change the number at all, you do so for partisan political purposes at all, you delegitimize the court. And you can't delegitimize the court without fundamentally threatening and eroding and impairing some of our most valued liberties. You can't do that without inevitably threatening things like religious freedom, things like free speech, things that are themselves often unpopular, but are protected by the Constitution precisely because they are unpopular. And yes, in that respect, the Constitution is sometimes counter-democratic. Sometimes it can be described as fundamentally undemocratic. In fact, it's the whole reason to have a Constitution, is to protect us from the impulse of a majority that might be bent on harming the few in the name of the many. That's why the law is so important. That's why the position for which you're being considered is so essential. That's why we've got to do our job to make sure that the only people who get the job for which you've been nominated fit the bill. You, Judge Barret, are someone in whom I have immense confidence, immense trust, and I look forward to voting, to confirming you for that very position.
Thanks, Senator Lee. Let's come back at 12:45. We'll start with Senator Whitehouse. We have 15 senators left. Everybody takes the 30 minutes, 7.5 hours. We'll take a break for dinner tonight, sometime later on, and a short break. Are you doing okay? 3 hours about right? So we'll come back at 12:45, and right now we're on schedule to be here to 9 o'clock, but we'll do whatever the committee wants. We're in recess to 12:45.